Hey, Four Leaf. What up? Oh, my volume was there on there. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh my god. Trying to find some music to listen to while I draw. Yeah, why not? Oh no! Commercials. Why? Oh no, that's not it. Alright. So I am going to do a sketch card giveaway later on. I don't know when. It'll be random. But this is what we're working on today, finishing up the sketch cover. Batman on the hood of a car of thieves. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to block out the darker parts here and then get into... I was going to work on this for a bit, but it was funny because I do have some other sketch covers available, but I found this cable I did, and I forgot that I had it. It was under Apollo books that I had. And so I just finished it up with some marker. Hopefully you guys can see it, even though the ring light's not helping. And then I still have my Wonder Woman from the other day. And my Deadpool. I sold the Joker. These, if I don't sell them today, I'm probably taking them to my local comic shop. They sell some of my stuff sometimes. It's nice because then I come in and I have credit when they sell my stuff, so then I can pick up my books. It's don't get high on your own supply, man. But yeah, I was super busy trying to get all this together. And then let's see here. This is a darker one. Which one's this one? Lighter one. Now I've got like different grades of markers, so as they fade or sometimes the ink goes to crap, I use them to I use different gradients of it. So sometimes, well, not with these, but I have this CG2 is an older one, so this one's been used a little bit, so I put a bit of blue tape on it. And the CG2 is a newer one. I have up here, so now I know like this is the newer one. It has more ink. This one's drier, so I sometimes use the drier one to like get lighter stuff. So it's same thing with this NGO3. So I'm like doing different stuff with them. How are you guys doing? How is whatnot today? What are you guys up to? It's Friday. Ugh. I'm still trying to make sure to what's it called? Make sure to not break the chain. So this weekend I will be on, but I just really don't know when. It depends on how it is. It comes down to sometimes like my wife wants to do stuff, and I'm not one of those like, oh, my wife wants to do things. No, I love my wife. It's awesome. Sometimes it's worthwhile, and sometimes she's the one who gets me out of the house and stops me from being a totally fat piece of shit. So I'm always grateful to her. So sometimes she wants to do stuff or she has ideas, and I'm just like, yeah. But then I come back, and I hate. I mean, sometimes I get tired, and I hate drawing when I'm really tired. If I'm really tired, I don't draw because I just know it's going to be pure caca. It's going to come out of me. But I would advise everybody go out, do something, you know, get out of the house, even if it's to go outside and put your feet. Like I know this sounds very hippie, but the idea of grounding, which is if you've ever heard of grounding. Oh yeah, SDC. Are you living in the area, or are you just watching all the stuff that's coming out from SDCC? I was talking about that on the podcast today. If you want to check out my podcast, go to FWACATA.com. I was checking it out. I've gone a couple of years. I had a booth there when I was with Creature Entertainment. That's amazing. I went back in like '07 as a reporter for IGN, and that was an amazing time too. It was a whole different time too. I think that was the best time because now it's a media event. People already know it. People have huffed the fucking paint. When people didn't know what it was when it was a fun time. I remember meeting like Patton Oswalt and Sarah Silverman and Brian Posehn. She was promoting the Sarah Silverman show, and then R.A. Salvatore, the author Kevin Bacon. Met Kevin Bacon once there. It's an amazing event, but it's not a comic book event. I would not dare say that that's too much of a comic book event anymore. It's a media event for sure. I think it's like a big media. You get there and it's just like, dude, it's overwhelming. And it's funny too because you can go there and you're like, I have a 10-foot banner. I'm so badass, this and that. And here comes Sony Online Entertainment with like a booth that literally goes over your fucking head. Um, that's the times I'm like, what the fuck? That's amazing to me. So GG5, GG this, GG3. I don't have a GG2. I hate when the markers skip over. You buy these sets and you would think, all right, let me get something that kind of has a little bit of everything. Nope. GG1. Alright. And this one's a little wasted. No, this one's a new one. So I'm doing more of a bluish hue here on their console. One thing that they're doing. And so, yeah, I would say like it's such a mecca to go to. I mean, it is awesome to see. I think a better comic book show is New York Comic Con or Chicago C2E2. Emerald City is a very good fucking comic book show. If you're looking for comics, if you're looking to find new stuff too, if you're looking for stuff to read and real independent stuff, those are good to go. You can go to them. Probably the best comic book show, purely comic book show that's just forgot is Heroes Con in North Carolina. I would tell you right now, if you're a comic book fan and you want to go to a good show, that's the one to go to. I've been meaning to go back there. It's kind of harder now. I live in the Southwest now. Before living in Miami, it's a 12-hour drive, so it can be possible. Now it's like across country. Oh, what'd you think of Deadpool? I hope to go this weekend and go see it. I want to. I'm a huge fan. Not so much of Deadpool, but anything X-Men, anything Wolverine. To me, it's just like what. Those are the kind of things that, yeah, like just seeing that trailer, man. I got all choked up when Laura came out in the trailer, so I can only imagine when in the thing. Like I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan of all that stuff. I just make a distinction that the MCU, the movies, are the movies, right? That's what they are. They are the movies. I don't think I'm gonna need this tape. And being a comic book fan, it's not worth me, really looking for my comic. When I read the comics, that's what I get. I pay attention more to the MCU than Marvel comics nowadays. I'll tell you that much. I finally saw the Marvels the other day. Obviously, no spoilers because I don't want to get spoiled for anybody on here. But if you dug it or you didn't dig it, is it worth the hype? Was it worth the wait? Because remember, there was a point there we thought it wasn't going to get made, and I think Ryan Reynolds had to go to bat to get that movie made. Really go to bat. And so yeah, I went and saw the Marvels finally on Disney. I just was looking for something to watch. And I saw it was there. I'm like, yeah, let me watch it. I know that there was that ending. I never got to see the ending and all that other stuff. And I watched the movie and it was good. So I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand the hate for Kamala Khan. I don't understand the hate for um, Captain Marvel. Like, I understand, like, maybe indifference. Like, maybe you're not into it. I can understand maybe not into it. She doesn't inspire as a character. She doesn't inspire. They tried to get her a story there, you know. So I can get that. But I feel like, yeah, there's not as much of a real thing to it. Like, I can get all those kind of things. But like that fucking like, oh, it's a piece of shit. It's horrible. I did not see that at all. I watched it and I was like, it was good. It was good. There was some really good parts. I like Kamala Khan a lot. I don't know. I find her very endearing. And I like that it's a story, like, okay, it's a superhero, but your family knows. So, like, there's that dynamic, you know? And seeing the parents and everything else. And a loving mom, you know, brown moms are just brown moms. You know, it reminds me of my mom, even though I'm Mexican Cuban, but half Mexican, half Cuban. But it was like I can enjoy it. So when I see this, I was like, man, what are they talking about? Like, where? Because I knew people, like friends of mine, that were like, oh, it was a piece of shit. It wasn't worth watching. Just watched like the YouTube of the fucking ending, the special after credit scene, and everything else. And I was like, man, dude, you know, it was actually not bad. Some parts are a little frustrating because you know you have to do some stuff. They're talking about the dance sequence scene. That was kind of stupid, but it's understandable and it was just fun. I mean, I don't know. I didn't find it like people made it out like it was like some 20-minute long horror show that you had to go through, but I didn't see that. So I don't know. People are weird. What they, I think we're spoiled. We're spoiled with Marvel movies and superhero movies because for a long time back in my day, you mean have you watched X Men one, the first X Men movie? It's like hilarious how bad it is in the sense of effects and everything else. And it's like, you know, that was 1999 or something like that. I remember those days. I remember sitting there starving for everything. And I remember the days when you had to tell people who Wolverine was. You know, it's like, oh, who's Wolverine? Who's the guy with the claws? Now everybody is a Wolverine expert, supposedly. I was there when that shit was hard. I was there when it hurt to be a nerd. Now people get to be nerds, and it's like a protected species now. All right, so that's that side. Let me put these to the side. Let's see if I can start shading Batman a little bit more. So I was just shading this side. I'm just trying to. The last thing I'm gonna do is probably gonna be off camera. I'm gonna probably be getting this done. Like I'll probably get all this logo stuff done. was the debate, right? If we're going to do that to the keep. This is the one that's kind of fucked. It's a little darker. This one. So doing that wing right now. Get the shading right because I'm gonna plan for this and this section to have some kind of color to offset it. Coffee. Oh, nice. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything you want to purchase, let me know. Should it be yellow? I don't know. try it, but then I'm like, don't want to get married to something. It's not too bad. And it's a watercolor, so it's not horrendous. Yeah, why not? Plus, I'm going to be doing white streaks to get the speed lines down. It's a better view, right? That's right. Sometimes you can go from really nice markers to a Mr. Sketch washable watercolor. And believe me, these are not bad. They actually will hold up over time too. They don't brown or anything like that. They'll fade, but just like any kind of watercolor. Watercolor is not easy to keep for a long time. Yes, I like that. It pops. It fucking pops. Nice, 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 nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Now, what I need to do. I'm going to put the yellow in his costume that I was going to do. Because I feel like the belt and the symbol. I'm listening to some epic villain music that's on YouTube. If you guys are wondering, it's pretty cool. Like that's part of my. It's Succession Studios. If you ever get a chance, it's actually very fun. And like yesterday, I was talking about markers that last forever. This is again 20-year-old Prismacolor. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happily drawing away. I'm going to do more of these highlights. Rippling muscles. Rippling. And then, of course, the cracked windshield. That's why it is. Like, where is this? fucking annoying why I can't find that. Oh, for YouTube guys, yeah, I just put the link up of what I'm listening to. In case you're wondering. I can't find the other Black Walker. Do I have it somewhere else? I don't have the black Porsche one. I just have the regular one. What is that? Why am I talking like this? Do I have a stroke? I guess I had a stroke now. Okay. So, I see you too. Oh, okay. And here I'm thinking I'm running through them. That looks a little bit better. Just gotta make sure everything's nice and black. Got 15 minutes left. I'll probably be giving away the card at the end of the show at 4. If there's people. I don't know. If there's like not that many people, I'm not going to be doing it. Okay. Remember, you gotta follow to win. If you buy something, you're already entered. Hey Adam, what's going on, man? Here, dude, just finishing up this sketch cover from yesterday, adding little details and stuff like that. I think I'm almost done. I may do a show of just auctioning off artwork because I have a couple of pieces that I might auction off. How's everything on your end? Oh, thank you, sir. Or madam. I don't want to assume. Got a bunch of stuff I gotta work on, actually. This is one of my sketch cards. If you guys get a sketch card from me, it comes in an original, nice thick stock. This is just a sample card I used to make sure ink is flowing and anything. And all my stuff is so cashed out. Trying out an Invincible piece on 6x. Awesome! I love Invincible. I was such an advocate for Invincible for so long when I worked at a comic book shop, and I took the cartoon, the animated series, to get people to come around. And so many people were like, "Oh, I don't know, I don't want to read that, blah blah blah." And the few people that would pick it up, they would always come back like, "Damn, dude, this is amazing." And so then those same people used to be like, when the show came out, it's like, "No, everybody's on the Invincible thing," and blah, blah, blah. Like, yep, welcome to my world. Super down, man. Nice. Thank you, sir. And just Invincible, or anything particular? Awesome. Anything particular with Invincible, or any kind of particular pose or anything like that? I always like to hear people's ideas. Nice. Okay. Nah, I loved Invincible. That was when I read that comic series. I sold so many of my comics when I moved. I moved from Miami to El Paso, and when I moved, I got rid of a lot of books. And some of those books, I still have his first appearance, which is in a Savage Dragon, actually. Yeah, I still have my Savage Dragon run, but that sold for like $200. But now it's probably worth more. And I had a lot of the key issues and stuff like that. I was a big fan, man. That series always went through so many craziness, like it's just one of those things you read an issue, you're like, what just happened? And it's so hilarious because people are like still on like the Omni Man thing and be like, I can't believe. I'm like, dude, wait till you read the rest of the series. And it sucks because the animated series, I feel like they could have done more and sort of had more image characters in it. That would have been cooler, but I didn't see that because like the funeral and all that other stuff, there were so many chances. Bro, I'm like, is it contract or what is it that they don't have like Savage Dragon appear? You know, like have Savage Dragon appear, bro. I'm a big Savage Dragon fan. I don't think the comic is that great or the character. It's just I think the series is so damn interesting. And Eric Larson's one of the few people that can like do whatever the hell he wants in a comic series. Like that's when you pick that book up, that's all him, bad and good, because there's some crazy parts to it. You're making the style. Art doesn't necessarily make you suspect that it will become the valid. Totally. Yeah, Brian Otley is one of the guys that when I was trying to learn how to do blood splatters, I started really studying his blood splatters. His stuff is so on point. I have his sketchbook. I met him a couple of times, mostly West Coast shows. I think I met him at San Diego one year, and I think maybe Emerald City another time. Super cool guy. Super cool. I really liked talking to him. He was very inspiring. And the guy's work is just—it's so clean. So clean. That's the thing that gets me when I see work like that. It's a comic to a ton of people, at least. Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally enjoy it. I mean, it's just one of those things where, it's maddening when you're like, the one guy like this is a great comic book and no one listens to you, and then it has to be like a movie or something crazy happens, and then everyone's like, hey, this is actually pretty good. You're like, you bastards. No one listened to me before. It was like The Boys. It was another one. The Boys was one that I was like, oh, dude, you should totally read the series, especially for people that've been in comics for a while. Once you know the tropes and you've gone through comics and read all the books and you want to see something more, they fucked with so many great things in that it made it kind of worthwhile, as an insider to read those things. The Boys is another one that I tell people too, like, go read that series. And you can still very much read the series. There is big, major differences in how that the comic and the series goes. So I tell people all the time to get on that. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably give away a sketch card in 5 minutes. So if you guys want to enter, I'll probably be putting that up soon. Giveaways. Product action. Let me see something. Sketch card. Oh man, I spelled commission wrong. Do I start it right now? I know it is just us right now. That's what I was like. I want to say in a couple of minutes. Because there was a bunch of people coming in and out of the room for a bit there at the beginning, especially. I had like 5 or 6 people. I mean, Adam, it might mean that you win it. Why not? That's what I was going to do. I was like, because I was going to start it. Giveaway on time will be auto drawn after 5 minutes if you do not draw a winner. Okay. It's going to be set to 5 minutes. We're at 54. I wanted to start at 55. That's probably what I'll do. I don't know if you can set the timer. It says 5 minutes. We're at 55. So, all right. So it's at 5 minutes right now. So you can enter the giveaway. You're automatically in, I think, as a buyer, but you can enter anyway, Adam. This is for a black and white sketch card. Like I said, just kind of like, I'll show you a blank one. Just to show some people some stuff. So that's my sketch card. Has my watermark on it. This is the back of it. Nice, very thick stock. I found a place that printed these and they came out amazing. And then I'll probably be putting these up later. This is Avengers versus X-Men that I did. I just did as a goof, really. Did this Wonder Woman the other day. Show off. And then I did this Deadpool for this week. I did a Wolverine also, but the Wolverine sold. So that one went out the door. And see, this is the only thing when I put stuff in plastic. That's the thing that gets me, because then people can't see stuff. So then here are some of the, because the ring light is a pain in the ass. So here's some of the sketch cards I have going. I just got one of these things for sketch cards. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle black and white. This is what I do sometimes, black and white wise. Sometimes I put a little hint of color. There's some other color sketches. And this is like a Lobo. That's a Skeletor. I've been meaning to go back. This is old. This is like a couple years old. I found it in a portfolio when I was moving junk around for Albuquerque Comic Con and some other stuff. And I have a couple of cool things coming up right now. These are subtle speed lines that are really coming through. Can I do that? It's like one big. Meh. I was thinking about that. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I got to do that as a variant for them. That's actually me in the background. I did it after the classic X-Men 150 cover, I think it was. 150 when they were battling it out. So there it is, sideways, so you can see the whole thing. Batman crashing on the roof there. This light is a glare sometimes, but might do something to the lettering later. Yeah, I have some of the sketch covers available too. If anybody ever wants a Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kid sketch cover, I have the green and the thing. That was one of the cover artists. If anybody's ever interested, I have a couple. They want me to do some stuff for New York Comic Con, so I'm like, hopefully we'll be doing stuff soon for them. They've just been quiet about a couple of things, so I'm like, we're really working on it. Thank you, man. Yeah, you can go to FWACATA.com. You can find all my stuff on there. My little promo sticker. Look at that. I spare no expense. If you want to go to see all my artwork, FWACATA.com. I got to update it. I got to get more stuff on there. I haven't put the stuff for this year yet, 2024. Oh my god, did nobody enter the giveaway? Wow. Adam, you didn't even enter. That's insane. Wild, man, wild. I don't know. Is whatnot kind of dead right now? Is it me, or am I crazy? Because I feel like there's some places that are hopping, man. All the time it's when they're selling stuff. There's a couple of people that I follow that I really enjoy. Like I buy stuff sometimes and everything, like everybody else, you know. But I feel like, man, it's not what it used to be. I was away for a bit. I was away maybe a couple of months because I was studying. And I just feel coming back to whatnot like it's dead. Like I used to do pretty good on here. And I left to Europe for a while, and then I went to study, and I was gone for like 2 or 3 months. Then I came back on to start working again, and I'm like, dude, it's not the same. I feel like it's very Like there's not as many people on here, and everybody is. I don't know. For artists, I know it's always been a little rough, but geez. Juan, you're left-handed. When will you learn to go from the right to the left when you're inking? Sorry, I'm just trying. I just decided to do this last second to make it look a little nicer. Yeah, that's come lately. I've been doing a show every day. I'm like actually trying to like not break the chain, do one every day. It's just good for me anyway. It gives me time to a lot to draw. Sometimes I don't get on here and do a sketch cover. I'm like literally drawing my comics. So it'd be I'll be inking a page or something. And I don't mind because I also broadcast it to YouTube. Gives me content on YouTube. I've been growing on there, but I just feel like man, everybody here, it's kind of just dead. So I don't know. I'll see what happens. I mean, I saw that they're also like offering advertisement, like advertise your thing, and you can get the member there. And once I see that, I'm like, I see where you're going with this. I see you. You want my money? Okay. It's a little annoying. Let me just do a little highlight here. But I'm pretty much done with the sketch cover. I'll probably have it up for sale if anybody wants to get it. Um, it'll be on my. I gotta sign it too. Thank you, sir. Yeah, dude. And I'll just put it there with all my other stuff. I mean, I don't mind either because some of this stuff I'm trying to find a way right now to do bags and boards that'll leave it open like this, so I can leave it flat. Um, and I'm probably gonna take it to my local comic book shop and put it up there so they can sell it because they'll sell it. I have a lot of them, my stuff over there, and it sells. It's nice because I get credit sometimes. It's like picking up the cash. I get credit at my comic shop, and they come in and buy my books, so it works out. Well, thank you guys for joining me anyway. I'll probably give away the card tomorrow. I'll give away a card or something like that. I don't know what time I'll get on tomorrow. It's Saturday, so I don't know if it'll be super early or super late. I'll try to give a heads up. You can always follow me at FWACATA on uh, Instagram. Also, I always post before I get on there. Like I'll share it on there and everything else. And thank you, Adam, for your purchase. Fucking awesome. I'll see if I'll tackle your Invincible tomorrow. Actually, I'll see if I'll put it together and at least the pencils tonight, and then we'll attack it tomorrow and everything else. Until then, guys, I'm gonna get the freak out of here. I got other stuff I gotta do. Thank you, sir. And yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Until then, be cool, be good.